Okay. The last interview.
Oh, let's go. Let's get it.
Breathing. Breathe out. Breathing. Breathe out. Okay, we're ready.
Vamos.
Yeah. 400 on the dash, I'ma take it to the max, hoping that I don't crash like, yeah. Put my foot up on the gas and I'll puff past, I'ma leave him in the ash like, more money, more cash, what you know about that?
Okay, welcome today. Here's my friend Ice. He's artist from Sweden, but he's different. He's different because he live in Mallorca. He speaks Spanish, but I don't know why you came to Sweden to do music.
Well, so I came back. I was born in Sweden, but I moved to Spain when I was 5, when I was a young boy. And I grew up on Mallorca. But I came back 2 years ago, basically, just to pursue music and get back to my roots.
But why you didn't continue to do
In Spain.
in Spain?
In España.
Yeah.
Nah,
Why different?
The thing is, with Spain, at least where I grew up on Mallorca, is a very small and regulated island. Basically, there's not much of a popping music scene out there. So for me, it was always very obvious to.
It was for the pop music.
Yeah, just to make the move, like, because the thing out here, like, I had connections, like, with people making music, people who own studios, who were releasing their own music, and the scene was already very popping here, like, in Stockholm.
Okay, it's like your like artist part didn't do much with the island.
No, there was basically nothing there, like, for me, like, to explore anymore, because yeah, it was just like a bunch of dead ends, basically. Now it's a very nice place for me to go back and just like vacation. Like when I need to relax, I go back to the island to visit my father who's still living there, and I enjoy. But then I come back here always just to work, because like the tempo and the connections and the industry in Stockholm is just like it was very obvious for me that was going to be the move.
Yeah, and I feel that energy from you. It's like boom, boom. I like you.
Sir.
You speak, and you have, and you make me like speak more.
Yeah, of course.
That is good. That is
yes,
good.
Sir.
Okay. By the way, I want to ask you, how do you know Malcolm?
How I know Malcolm? Well, the thing is, so I know a bunch of, like, I met a bunch of like music producers and artists when I first moved to Stockholm. Like, I started networking, just like meeting like directors, producers, rappers, singers, and I don't know who exactly was like through. But the thing is, I got in contact with Eddie first, I think. I don't know if it was through, I think it was through Steven Fate. It's a guy, shout out Steven Fate, by the way. Like, that lore is crazy. Shout out to Steven, bro. That's the GOAT. He's just like, I don't know, he's like a socialite, basically, in, like, he's a Stockholm, like, underground music, like, socialite. He's the guy, like, that connects people. Like,
connects people.
Yeah.
Okay, that is cool.
Yeah, basically. So he introduced me to a lot of people. One of them was Eddie. Eddie R. Shout out Eddie R. My boy, he's behind the cam right now. Fucking GOAT. Look out for him. That's the fucking GOAT, honestly. So that's the first guy I got in contact with outside of Stockholm. So we just started writing, like, back and forth, like, connecting through, like, Instagram. And I think it was through Eddie that I got in contact with Malcolm as well.
Malcolm, okay.
And I just saw that, like, they were just popping, like, they had motion out here in Västerås.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, these guys got it popping out here. Like, let me lock in with these guys.
These guys are cooking something nice.
They were cooking. That's the thing. Like, I saw they were cooking.
I feel these guys have a really good soul.
Yeah.
They do really. They will do, and they are doing really good things.
For sure.
Okay. I want to ask you something.
Yes, sir.
How was your first moment, or how did you discover? Okay, I want to be artist. The music is the thing that I want to do.
Yeah.
Do you remember what moment?
Yeah, I feel like for me, when because originally when I finished high school, I think it's called high school as well. Like when you turn 16, when you like finish, I think that's like high school. I think you say it in English as well. So when I was 16 and I finished like Swedish high school, I was like, okay, basically I have like two options right now. All of my friends were gonna like become like businessmen, like work in like finance. The irony is I'm working in finance right now just to like pay my bills while I'm making the music. So still shout out the finance world still. Like I got respect for that. Like I stand on business too, but I had a choice. It was either like, okay, go to school to study to become like a banker, whatever, business guy, stockbroker, like loan broker, whatever. All my friends, like that was the natural career path for everyone around me that I went to school with.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, parenthesis.
Yeah.
Do you like be business guy? Okay. Do you like business?
I like
Really
business
that?
for sure. Like I'm down with the business. Like the thing is with the music industry is the music business. So you got to remember that too.
It's good.
So if you don't have like a background in that, like you still got to stand like 10 toes down when it comes to like the business, like when you negotiate your deals. This is like a very cutthroat industry. Everybody knows. So I'm very happy to still have like, I went like a hybrid course. I went both business and music. I studied because I knew because I knew I needed that part as well. You know.
Okay, but back. What was the moment? What was something like you was sitting and oh shit, I love the music.
No, the thing is like I always loved music, like listening to music. Like we always had it around the house. Like since I was very young. My parents put me on like to soul music when I was very young.
Like support.
So they were always playing music like every day, like boom, boom, boom. So I loved music always, but I was never like, okay, let me become an artist. But like I told you before, so I had an ultimatum when I finished high school. I was like, okay, I don't really know if I want to like become like a banker, like this like finance guy. I don't know. I don't feel like a passion or a burning like fire for this. But I am very creative and I really like music.
I have something here to show.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
For real, man. And I think I was just like, one day I went home to my dad and I was like, yo, I don't want to go to business school anymore. I want to try this music thing. Like, I feel like I got something like in me.
And you just said that is beautiful.
Yeah, thanks, man.
How do you have concerts?
I have had concerts.
How feels? How was the first concert?
I mean, it's like I can't describe the feeling. Like, no. It felt very, very like just natural. Like a natural habitat. You know, like just finding. Like it was like a feeling. I can't describe it any other way than like putting it as in like being like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. That was the feeling for me. So I kind of just went on autopilot when I performed, and it was just like this fever dream. Like I was just like like. Everything like the dance moves or the performance or the stage presence just came like to me. So that was like a very clear indicator for me that like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, you know?
Okay. The life have up and downs.
Up and downs?
Yeah, you have to have downs at one moment I don't know if I can continue or...
Yeah, I mean...
I feel that this is hard and maybe just take away and go to the other thing.
Of course, you know, I think like every artist goes through like this process. If they tell you otherwise, I'm pretty sure they're lying to you, because everybody always has that feeling like even if you believe in yourself like fully, I always had support from my family and my friends. Nobody doubted me externally. But there's always going to be this voice inside you that like, okay, what if you fuck up? What if you can't do it? What if you can't like compete with these guys? What if you can't make enough like hit records? What if you can't like break out? Like, what if you try your best and it still isn't enough? Of course, though, like, and I still have those days. Like, just last week, like, if I was in the studio. Like Eddie probably knows that as well. You know, when you're in the studio cooking up all day and nothing is hitting, you know, bar after bar, beat after beat, shit is not hitting, and you're just like, fuck, man, I'm trash, bro. But then you just go for a walk, you go outside, you get some fresh air, you just calm down, and you get back to it, and you realize that this is the only thing you care about. Okay, that's enough to keep you going.
How do you feel now in your artist way? I don't know. Do you feel that you are starting, or that something big is coming, or you? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about your present, and how will be your future?
Yeah. So for me, where I am right now, I feel like I've been making the best music that I've made like ever. So I feel like I've evolved to like the best version of myself so far musically. So I'm very happy with the music that I have cooked up, like that's in the vault, that's about to drop. So I'm very confident when it comes to the music aspect as well. And I know that I have all the visions for the visuals as well, which I'm planning out right now at the moment. I know exactly how the music video needs to look for the specific kinds of videos, how I'm supposed to market them. And, you know, may God will it. If I put in the effort, I know that the stars will align for me and that my calling, you know, it's going to become very evident in the future. I don't know if it's this year or if it's next year. I'm willing to put in 10 plus more years if that's what it takes.
5 years.
Yeah.
What do you want in 5 years?
Where I see myself in 5 years?
Yeah, yes.
For me, in 5 years, I definitely know that I'm going to be a household name within the industry. I'm going to be known for sure. And I'm going to make that happen because I need to make it happen. I promised myself this. So I definitely know that before I turn 30, I will have at least one successful album under the belt. And the recognition will be there, but I will still be fighting to change the culture. Because for me, what I want to do ultimately, like my final goal within the music is to shift the culture and influence and change the way people look at genres and create new things. I always want to evolve the music and the culture. I don't just want to recycle old genres or old music or ideas that already exist. I want to push it forward. I want to create new things. I want to create new inspiration for people to look up towards. So that's where I see myself in 5 years.
And what happened if nothing happens?
That's not an option. It's not an option, bro.
Beautiful answer.
It's not an option. It's not an option. Ain't gonna happen. That's not even a thought in my mind. It's not a thought in my mind.
Man, I'm happy for meet you. You inspired me, and I think the same for us.
Bro, thank you. Likewise, bro. Pleasure, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Okay, welcome to Los Quemapollos, the Three Side Connected. That is amazing. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, that's crazy, bro.